Hi everyone, it's Beth. Today we're going to be making a North Pole mailbox Christmas scene. I used one of these cardboard mailboxes from Dollar Tree. A burner cover. This is a smaller one that comes in the 2-pack. Some fiber fill. This is the tube from the inside of some contact paper, but you could use a toilet paper roll or paper towel roll cut down. Some red ribbon, white chalk paint, and hot glue. I also used 2 of the Dollar Tree Christmas trees and a little reindeer, but I just didn't show those at the beginning. So the first thing I did was painted that roll with 2 coats of the Waverly white chalk paint. And the next thing I did was took the red ribbon and I hot glued it on the inside of the roll. And then pulled it as tight as I could without ripping the glue off of there and wrapped it around, hot gluing sporadically through there just to make sure it stayed in place. So just wrapped it around there, hot gluing here and there, and then I cut it and hot glued the bottom of it inside the other end of the tube. Next I took the hot glue and hot glued all around one end of the tube. Placed it on the bottom of the mailbox, trying to get it as centered as possible. Waited till that glue dried, and then put a little bit more around the rim of it just to give it some more stability. Next I grabbed the burner cover, and I did not bother painting the bottom of it just because you're not going to see it. And I took the hot glue and put that around the bottom part of the tube, placed that down on the burner cover and let that dry. And then did the same thing, putting extra hot glue around the rim of that as well. And then I took the fiber fill and just broke off pieces and started hot gluing that down onto the burner cover. And I ended up deciding that I wanted a little bit more stability on the bottom of that tube, so I took 2 tumbling blocks and hot glued them to either side of that. And then I just continued hot gluing the fiber fill down to the bottom there. I just filled it in until the bottom was completely covered. Once I had it all filled in, I just took my scissors and trimmed up any of the excess fiber fill that was on there. It was bunched up in places and hanging over the edges, so I just trimmed that up. And here's what it's looking like so far. I think it's so cute already. And then I took this little reindeer. I had taken the greenery off of there and just left the bow. And I ended up using 2 of the little Christmas trees from Dollar Tree and hot glued them to the bottom of there. And to make sure that the reindeer stood on there good, I pulled apart some of the fiber fill and hot glued the legs and then placed that down there. And then just moved around the fiber fill to fill in underneath that reindeer. And then I glued on 1 more of the Christmas trees. And then I just readjusted the fiber fill, trimming up any of the excess, and that is it. I think this project turned out so adorable. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please spread it around.